We'll get a look here at Davis Mills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in on a one-game winning streak game. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. A first down throw for Mills. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception ball. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in, complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Dropped behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mills. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they do finally get it at the 12. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Throwing, Mills. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jordan. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, here's Mills. And he comes back with one complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They go again with Ogunbowale. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. He drops this off to Ogunbowale. Touchdown! Dare Ogunbowale. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the others. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Watson now to throw. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, a 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite-level production.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Looking to throw is Mills. He'll get this to Ogunbowale out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Ogunbowale. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mills now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Third and long for Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, the Saints. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 40 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Chubb, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. But he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Back to throw, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're working out of the gun. Mills. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A run with Ogunbowale. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mills to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 60 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down, Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mills on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Mills. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The run on third and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game. And it's
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. As the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really. And now Watson throws another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. This one left side caught by Collins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. He's got him in. Complete. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 85 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mills. And now here is another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 68 yards. And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 75 yards. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A first down throw for Mills. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mills. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Mills. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Mills. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. David Ojabo from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns set to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football? I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. Taken at the goal line. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. But not that any of the points would be needed. With CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fields it right around the goal line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off.
And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dare Ogunbowale. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 13 yards out. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other ways.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. David Ojabo able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mills, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown as he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. David Ojabo in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills under pressure, and they got to him again. David Ojabo dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it.
On 4th down, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Mills on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and goal, Mills. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 3rd and goal, Mills. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One last shot from Mills. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, fucking 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the... Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if you getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like, hated the love it, I just can't get enough. Labels and calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffee, just being honest.